Well, this week we are gonna try a new technique to transform this into that.
So let's get started. I'm Duca.
And I'm Roberta.
And together we are building our own tiny shipping container house.
So don't forget to subscribe
And to join us every Monday for a new episode. Well, the main trick to do what we are doing, at least for us, is to cut the right shape of plywood to build the panel, right? It's always tough to draw the right shape, and we have all these small shapes around the beams on the top, and that's just really tough to do it. Last week we used a template built out of MDF. This week we just want to try something different and see if it's easier or harder. We bought some
angle riders?
Yeah, angle reader maybe, yeah. So that's how we're gonna try to do. We are basically gonna use this like this, and we can lock on place. And we're gonna just take measurements and draw the shape by measurements. And on the top, that's the tricky one, we can read exactly this angle. Seems easy, right? Because you just have like a square beam in a wall. But the thing is, this is not 100% square. This beam not necessarily is 100% square. It's a little bit sideways. The roof, the ceiling panel is a little bit crooked. So in this way, we can read exactly the angles, and hopefully we're gonna do in a way that fits perfectly on the first try. That's what we hope, you know. So let's get working. It's about time to explain how we're installing the wiring box. You know, this change for sure from brand to brand, from country to country. We are gonna show you how we are using this one. That's the one we are using.
It's proper for drywall.
Yeah, this is made for drywall. So first of all, there are two sizes of conduits you can use. I don't know if you can see. Big, big, big. Small, small, small. Now, we need to locate where this is going to be on the wall. And for that, we have this drawing. So basically this is the drawing of this plate. And we know we want a box here. Another one here. This one we don't have anymore. And another one here. And we know that this one is 23 centimeters from the bottom, 14.5 from the side. This is 23.5 from the side, 6.5. So we need to draw this on here. So the way to cut the hole for this, I don't know if you can notice, but there is a small sharp thing here. So you locate this where you want. Then now that we have the measurements, is like here, around here, and then you hammer down. And you have two small holes here. This width, this 6 60 millimeters. You do one hole here, one hole there, and you have these two circumferences. One more thing. Now we need to cut this off with and now if we did all right, this is perfect.
Yay!
See? The conduit will come from the inside, and this small piece is what's gonna hold the conduit on place to make sure it won't go back. I don't know if you can see.
Seems to be really easy, right?
It's easy on theory. On practice, sometimes it's tricky to, you know, to get the conduits. And so we're gonna put these. Actually, we have two more of those to make the hole, and then you're gonna put on place. But let's keep this and let's install so you can see how we install this.
Yeah.
Install. So now, for example, let's start with the easy one. No, the easy one is that one. This one. We need somehow to find the conduit, get it through the hole, and install this one. This one, easy. We just need to cut this off, install the little pieces we showed. But now this, we have too many conduits in one box. Actually, we are lucky because this, all the outlets, the boxes are really close to the end. So somehow I can take a look, grab the right one. So basically now we have 3 conduits coming to here and 3 coming to here, and that's a mess. So this is how it's supposed to look. Now we just add these 2 small pieces. Yep. So now when we screw the outlet in place, it's gonna pull this on this direction, and this piece is gonna hold behind of the panel, and this sticks on place. That's how it's supposed to work. If I can manage to put this other one in place. Yeah, we did it. 1, check. We have a lot of other ones to go, but we can, yeah, this is just boring, it's all the same. So we're gonna do this, and I think you prefer to watch us building walls, right? This is just boring. So let's go back to walls and go to the next wall. I mean, go forward, yeah, next wall. I actually forgot one detail. We cannot go to the next panel, we need to screw this one in place. So let's screw this really quick. I guess it's time for the truth again. That's the scary moment, because we worked so hard to get to this point, and then maybe it doesn't work, maybe it doesn't fit. Fingers crossed.
Let's try it out.
We are almost lucky. We have one small fixing because I think we explained that before, but we need to have space in between the floor and the panel. Otherwise, when it expands, we'll have a problem. So we need a little bit more space for this on the bottom. That's our spacing. Space here. Yeah, that's our space. That's it.
Finally.
I guess we have another wall. I mean, another panel, another wall. But we're tired. Yeah. We do like 2-3 panels a day. That's not fast, but for us it's good. Amateurs, you know.
We actually do one room in 2 days.
Yeah, every room in 2 days. That's a good, yeah. But you're just, rambling too much and because we're tired. When we start talking like random things because we're tired, let's go to bed. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
So the idea for today is to build this part of the wall, but in order to do that, we need to do something else before. Come on. We need to install our lamp.
Yeah,
Around here.
that's so cool. Yeah, we've been postponing this for a while because we need to create a hole on the shipping container and we don't want to do that.
And we needed to buy some little tools to do that.
Yeah.
But now we have the tools and now we are gonna do
So, let's get started.
First part.
First one. Are you ready? The big one now. That's huge. Now, be careful. Easier than I thought.
Good.
But now we need to see if it fits. Yep.
Yeah.
There. So now we can install this. That's the first part. Second part, we need to prepare the wood. Let's do it. Just so you guys know, this wood is really strong. Even though it's a thin layer of wood on the bottom, it's like a rock. So that's how it's gonna look like.
I like it.
It's not bad, eh? Now, next step is to put this in here. Zip really tight. And now the final step, the tricky one. We need to glue the light with polyurethane, and we don't have a way of holding, so we need to hold by hand until it dries. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but that's good. Let the luck be in our side. I think I'm gonna go have some coffee now. She's gonna stay there until it dries forever. Maybe until tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. So now, the first real test. Let's check the light. Very good.
Good job.
It's pretty good.
Electrician.
Let's go back to the walls. We have a lot of walls to do it.
That's it for today.
Yeah.
It's almost 10 p.m. and we need to stop making noise.
Yeah, the neighbors are gonna complain really soon. So we need to call up the day. I'm not sure if this week we're gonna keep going or that's it, because we still need to buy the big panel for that part of the wall, and there's none. The supplier has no plywood right now.
Yeah, and we are tired.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we need to start editing this video because today is Thursday.
yeah, we're late.
Yeah.
Like every week.
Yeah.
Let's go home.